It's December 1, finally. It's December. Malamig na ang simoy ng hangin, guys. Lalo na dito sa Missouri, sa US. Kaya yung mga jacket namin, mga coat, unti-unti na namin nire-ready. Teka, naglulok ko yung card. I go in the wrong way. Okay, guys. Good morning, world. Good evening sa yan sa atin. Siguro sa atin ngayon is 8:23 kasi dito 6:23 to bali 12 hours, more than 12 hours difference. Mahina ako sa math, guys. Ay nako, mayroong marami dito mga animals na guys, wild animals na nasa daanan mo kasi marami ditong mga deer, mga raccoon, rabbits, ganyan. Pag sobrang bright yung car na sa lubong, mahirapan akong mag-drive kasi nasisilaw ako. Okay guys, it's another day. Hopefully, hindi kami busy this today. Kasi kahapon medyo busy kami guys. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about today guys when I work in, when I work in Butuan City. My aunt used to live there. That's why I went to Butuan. I used to work in Otis Superstore, guys. Otis Superstore is like a big grocery store there, guys. And I work in the grocery area, like liquor, canned goods, noodles area, something like that. We're putting the stuff in the shelves. And they train us also in the cashier, so when it's busy in the counter, we can help him out. I noticed there, guys, when I work there in Otis Superstore, there's a lot of Japanese people there, with their wife, together with their wives. Wife lang kasi isa lang. And one time we have a customer. He's a Japanese, and he's like maybe 80 years old, very very old. And the Filipina, that his wife is like maybe something like 20, very young. And the Filipina is uh, uh, a lot of jewelry all over her hands, like that. So you can tell the Japanese is rich, and they have this other people. It's like somebody helping them, maybe their house helper or assistant to put all the grocery in the car, something like that. So when I work in Otis Superstore, guys, my apartment is only actually across the street only, very close. But before that, I lived to my aunt, and it's little bit walk. So I decided to rent a small apartment. That way, I don't have to walk too far. So it's very convenient. The apartment. It's not really an apartment, guys. It's like a big house with a lot of rooms, and it's like a bed spacer. That's what the popular before bed spacer, and then so just a little bed just for myself, and I have a little uh, kalan or a little stove where I can cook my rice, and then of course I don't have a kitchen because when you enter the room, okay, when you enter my room and then um and then there's a little bit at the left, just a little. It's just enough for me to sleep. And then there's a little shelves on the end. That's where I put the box of my clothes. And I put also there my little stove. It's like a small like the size of the pot of the rice, not rice cooker, my pot, because we don't have rice cooker there before. We use a small pot, so very small. But that's okay for me because just me, and then I just go to work. It's just across the street, so it's very convenient. And then the other row are like the students, so it's like a double bed. So there's the bottom, and then there's one on the top. So two of them in that one row, and the rest also. The bigger room you have is more expensive. So when I have a I have a lot of good memories there, guys, when I work in Otis Superstore, because I met a lot of good friends, and they're fun friends, and we have a group of my friends there that sometimes we plan to go to the beach because the beach is like it's like maybe an hour drive. But we don't have car there. But there's a lot of passenger jeepney that you can ride. But we're trying to save money. So what we do, guys, we hitchhike. Those uh those big truck that carrying load of logs, big logs. The big tree. In Butuan or in Philippines, you know what I'm talking about. In Butuan, guys, that's where I saw a lot of loggers. Not loggers, it's loggers. Like they're carrying a big, huge tree, and they put on back of the big. It's like a wheeler. They put those big log of trees. So in one trailer, maybe they put like maybe as far as I remember, they put like at least 8 or 10 logs, and so when we go to the beach, we plan to go to the beach, right? So we don't ride a passenger jeepney. And what we do is we carry a bag. Before we go to work, we already carry our bag of clothes. because we're gonna go swim and then we need to have clothes for the next day to go to work. So we carry our clothes already, and then after we get off work, like 6 or 7 p.m., and then we wait. If there's a trail, what you call that, with a big truck of log, and then when we saw it, we just give a sign that we wanna hitchhike. So most of them they stop, and then before we sit at the back, the driver said, if it's okay with us to sit at the back because in the front there's only one person can sit there. So we said it's okay. We just sit at the back, where we just hold the lug. So that's what we do, guys. So we hold the lugs, and then, well, it's hard to ride. It's hard to ride when you're just holding those huge lugs. But actually, it's fun. It's really fun memory. When, and then we just told the driver that he stopped us in the beach because he passed by there anyway. So he stopped there, and then one of my coworker, she had a aunt there that have a house, and so we go there and change. But and then we walk to the beach. We decided to sleep there by the beach, just to it's more fun. We just put our towels, and then we mix some. Uh, we use the coconut husk, so to get to remove those mosquitoes, because there's a lot of mosquitoes. So we make a fire with the coconut husk. We put a lot of coconut husk. So that's what we do, guys. And then it's fun because we bring we only eat like banana and you know those dried fish, and then we play the guitar. One of our coworkers, he knows how to play a guitar, so we play a guitar and we sing. Then we go swim. It's actually really fun. And then the next day we go back and we go back to work. We go straight to work actually. So that's what uh, I remember there, guys. And and sometimes, my friends, we go to like clubbing, but I only tried once. I just want to experience. But that time, I'm not really into fun. I'm not really into clubbing. But one of my coworkers, she like to go to clubbing. She like to dance. So I just go one time. She likes to go there because she like to drink alcohol, and I don't really drink alcohol that time. And then so the place where I work, guys, in Otis Superstore, the owner is a Chinese, Filipino Chinese, and they're very religious. So every Wednesday, I think every Wednesday, we have those Bible study in the house of the of our employer. And if you wanna go, then they provide the food, blah blah blah. But I never go that one. And then during Holy Week, And then during Holy Week, we don't have work from, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we have this retreat uh, trip. So anybody that wants to go in the retreat, it's like all you have to do there is go there, stay. It's like you're in the seminary. You just go there, stay, and wake up in the morning and start praying, and then eat, and then pray. You have to read those 12 chap whatever, before that God died, something like that. Sorry guys, I'm not really good in that because I didn't go to church. I know it's too bad I didn't go to church all the time. That time because I'm working a lot. So during that retreat, guys, whoever go in the retreat before the retreat trip, they pay us. It depends how much we pay at regular working. They pay us the same. All we have to do is go there. So most of us going there, but very few that didn't go. Maybe they have other plan in their family. So I really like that place where we went before, and it's like a seminary, and it's very nice. It's like you're in the paradise, guys. There's a lot of flowers, orchids, and they have. It's really nice. It for me it's unexplainable because it's so beautiful. Like too many flowers, and it's like you're in the middle of the jungle, but very nice. Nice manicure their landscaping. So I really like that job, guys, when I was in Otis Superstore. But the only thing that not good there is when there's a lot of rain and typhoon because it flood. The store is full of water because it's kind of low area. Plus, like I said, that's the place where I saw a lot of loggers. So I think due to cutting those big trees, that's the cause of problem there. It become a lot of flood all over during typhoon because there's no more big trees that hold the water. But I think uh, a lot of illegal loggers there before. But I think they stopped that. Hopefully, when I was working there, guys, there's one experience also I remember because okay, I was working in the grocery, and then there's like a couple with their daughter together. I think no, it's not with their daughter, just a couple, and then they're buying a lot of groceries, and I like to talk to my uh the customer there. I like to talk to them, and then one time this lady she said, "Do you know anybody uh that wants a job? Because I'm looking somebody that just to sleep together, just to be with her daughter at night, like company uh, in her room to sleep." They only have one daughter. I think it's 12 years old, and they just need somebody to accompany her in her room. Like example, if she needs some drink or water, you're there to get for their daughter. So it's kind of lazy actually to do that. Like they're spoiling their daughter, maybe because they only have one. So I said, "Oh, of course, I can do that." I told her, and then she said, "I can bring one company too, so that way I won't get bored." So I bring one of my coworkers, so two of us will, and then I asked when we gonna start. She said, "You can start anytime, like at like at night, but not every day. I think only the day that maybe if they're going somewhere, and I think they need their daughter accompany, so maybe that's why." So so one night we went there, right? Because they gave me their number, so I text them that, okay, we will go there, like to meet their daughter. They just want to introduce their daughter to me and to my coworker. And that that night they have this big crabs for dinner, like really really big guy. It's like a giant crab. Hold on, there's so many cars here. I have to tell all the cars. Yes. So they have these big crabs, guys. It's like a big, like a plate. They're rich, of course, so they can afford that. Because husband of the husband of that lady, the couple, they own a lager. Their business is a lager. So once you are a lager, you make a lot of money. So that night we eat these crabs for dinner, and then my coworker, uh, she doesn't wanna use her hands because it's crab, and she embarrassed to use her her hands to remove those rough shell, and then she's using this fork. Then my employer, the guy, he said, just use your hands to eat because you cannot eat that using the fork. I was laughing that time. So actually, we have a good dinner. We have so much food. We have this shrimp. I think most of them they like seafoods. And their daughter, guys, is 12. I think 12 or 13 years old. But she's really really big. They're just like her parents. They're big people. Her daughter is like maybe like over like like obese. You know how big the obese people. That's how I can describe. So even her dad is like that. It's really really big people. And then so actually her dad passed away after I worked there for a few months. He he died because of a heart attack. And I can tell that already before because he's so big, and plus they like to eat seafoods a lot. So that's kind of sad. I don't think we worked there for long time because sometimes I'm tired at work and I don't have time anymore to go there. So I think they find different. I explained to them, and then so that's the other experience I have there, guys. That's my other sideline. I like to do a lot of sideline. I don't remember I sell any stuff there when I was there in Botswana. And I never take that time. All I think is to work and have fun. So when I was there in Botswana, guys, my mom visited there with my uh, half sibling, half sister sibling. She's only like 8, 8 years old that time, I think. And so I worked there for only 3 years, guys, in Botswana. Although I want to stay there for long, but actually my plan before is I just want to save money so I can go to Manila and I can work. I can find better job in Manila City. So that's why I decided to quit there. And then I think one of our coworker, uh, she's planning to go to Manila City. That's why we go together. I go together with them. But when we reach in Manila, we separated. And actually, uh, I couldn't I couldn't find my dad that time when I got there in Manila. I thought they didn't pick me up, so I go to my friend and stay there for a little bit in their place. And then my dad, I didn't know my dad that time. He was in the uh, you know board, and then making looking for me there, making announcement that he's announcing that he's there and where I am, cause and then he said he's waited there for almost a day looking for me. I felt so bad because I thought they didn't pick me up. Anyway, I'm here now, guys, in my job, and there's a policeman, so we have to be careful because they give you ticket if you don't stop in a stop sign. There's a lot of police here, guys, so we have to be careful so we don't get a ticket. I wanna park here by the shade, and that's my friend. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.